All right, folks, I don't know if you've been watching the news lately, but things are looking not so wonderful outside. So, Spam is back to save us once again. Can you believe it? Spam. Thanks to whoever was in charge of keeping the world from going insane. You did a great job. Okay, joking aside, Spam was created when there were meat shortages. It was created because you had world wars, you had, people in far-off islands and things. You didn't have refrigeration, you didn't have all that kind of stuff. They created a meat in a can that you don't have to refrigerate. It's weird. You can eat it raw, or you can cook it. And it gets crispy and it has its own seasonings and everything else. It's kind of the perfect meat. The problem is people never really associate it with meat, but it is just ham. It's just spiced ham. Spam. That's all it is. It might be pressed together in weird ways and in a shape and packed in a jelly-like substance, but let's just put all that aside. Spam is actually pretty delicious. When you crispy it up and put it on a breakfast sandwich, it's downright delicious. So that's what we're doing today. We're making the breakfast sandwich. We have hash browns, we have Spam, we have a couple of eggs, we have some Swiss cheese, we have a hamburger bun. It's lightly buttered, it'll get toasted. And the most important thing, really, when you're talking about a breakfast sandwich, it probably follows a day of bad decisions because let's be honest, nobody wakes up and goes, ooh, I really want that bowl of Wheaties with a hangover. Do they? Maybe not. Not sponsored by Wheaties, by the way. I doubt they would after that comment. But anyways, if you're a little hungover, there is one cure for that, and it is something spicy. So we have sriracha mayo. Sriracha mayo. Not sponsored by the brand. There you go. Hide the label. No, don't care. If you can make your own sriracha mayo, but guess what? It's the summer without sriracha. They closed down the factory. You can't buy it. Ha! Seriously, there's no sriracha in the world. Isn't that fun? So we have this sriracha mayo. It's already there. There are other ways. There's sambal and other things that are very like sriracha because, not everybody was smart enough to stock up on sriracha like some people. But this is a good solution. There's actually a fair amount of sriracha in this. It is spicy. So we're using it. You've got to use it for something. So it's perfect. All right, let's cook this up and I will show you how to make a breakfast sandwich. Here we go. Now, in a pan, I've got my 4.5-inch ring mold here and put some oil in that, get it really, really hot. And I'm going to cheat and use my Simply Potatoes shredded hash browns. These are not frozen, these are refrigerated. You just have to reach in, grab a handful, drop them in. They are already rinsed, they're shredded, they're dried, they're everything, they're perfect, they're ready to go. Just drop them in your mold and then start squishing it down. Now this will give us a 4.5-inch hash brown patty. It's cool because it kind of keeps the edges where, you kind of want it to be for that, and it keeps it smooth and handy and nice and everything. So it's fun to use. All right, I got a couple of stragglers and that's about it. Now, if you pull the ring off quickly, which I did not do, you don't get this sticking like this. This is after it's pretty cooked. And, yeah, what do you know? It's stuck to it. Yeah, that's weird. Predictably, it's stuck. That's strange. You can still use it. It's fine. But yeah, there you go. Now flip that over and you'll see how beautiful this is. And we've got a hash brown patty to go on our breakfast Sammy. Oh man, that's beautiful. All right, you may never have used Spam before. There are many, many different varieties of Spam. This is the original, the OG. Don't know if anyone's ever said that about Spam before, but basically there's a pull tab on this. That's handy. They used to have a fun little key thing that you would have to wind up. They were a pain in the butt. They were hard. But things were hard back then, so that seemed relatively easy. Nowadays, things are easy, so they have to make them even easier. Okay, that's how you get Spam out of a can. It has a substance around it. It's interesting, that's all I'll say. Not disparaging Spam. I love Spam. Okay, to make the breakfast, Sammy, I mean, we're looking at a bun. We want bun size, right? We want a cheese size. Look at that. Hey, it's just about the perfect size right there. You see that? It's perfect. So what we're going to do is slice it down this way. You slice it off this way, it sucks. Don't do that. So slice it off this way. Make like a patty out of it. You want this to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. Nice sharp knife. There you go. Hey, no bones. I'm just kidding. There's no bones in this. And there you go. Just slice all of your Spam for all of your sandwich needs. And there you go. There are many, many uses for Spam. This just happens to be one of them. So we'll start with this. We'll do more series on this. But yes, as you see here, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sandwiches out of a can of Spam. Seriously. It's good stuff. All right. So that is how you slice Spam. Now we just got to cook it. Cooking Spam in a pan is pretty much like cooking any other meat, except this is already cooked, so you're just putting a crispy on it. It doesn't actually have a ton of fat in it, so it's not going to give off a lot of juice, just a little bit. But what you're looking for is the really, really crispy bits, just like that. Those corners do curl a little bit, so they will pull in and give you that pink spot that's undercooked in the middle and the dark crispy bits on the outside. The way to fix that, as you can see there, is pushing down on it. This will put pressure in the middle to make sure you get an even crisping all the way around. You're not looking to cook it, you just want to crispy it and make it flavorful. Now you do not have to salt or pepper this or anything else. It already is fairly salty, so just do that, and when it's done, pull it out and let's get ready for the eggs. Now I got the pan is still a little too hot, as you may notice, for doing a couple of fried eggs. So I put a tablespoon or so of butter in there, and whoo, she's smoking. I took it off the heat for a second to cool it down. I've got my 2 eggs in a bowl. I do that to make sure I didn't break a yolk, and just try to pour them out separately. Work with the pan like this. They don't have to be perfectly sized. You know, you'll be able to pull them in a little bit, but just make sure they're separated enough so when you go to flip them, this will be fairly easy. But yeah, you want to cook eggs at a much lower temperature than you're cooking your Spam, so don't forget to turn your heat down. Otherwise, you're going to destroy your eggs. A little salt, a little pepper, and your eggs are ready to go. And the last thing you want to do is put a lid on this real fast if you're going to be flipping these over. That helps cook the top side slightly and makes it much easier to flip, just like that. Now the Spam did leave behind a little bit of residue, as did the butter when it went in a smoking hot pan. So we got some dirty eggs. Who doesn't love dirty eggs? Come on. Now these you better have some runny yolks, otherwise it's not a breakfast sandwich. So don't overcook these. This has only been a few seconds. It does not take very long. They're cooked, they're ready. Try and get them out without breaking the yolk. Put them on a plate. Be ever so delicate, because you've come this far. Don't ruin it. Okay. All right. Basically, we've cooked everything. Done 2 eggs, a 1/4 inch thick slice of the Spam.
A few moments later.
All right, buns, lightly toasted, cheese, sriracha mayo. Let's get this party started. Okay, so cheese goes there. Sriracha mayo goes there. Yes, it does. Okay, so we put Spam down. See our hash brown here? That is a perfect little hash brown patty. Oh, that looks delicious. Looks amazing. You know what it looks like? It looks like it needs some more sriracha mayo. I could be wrong. And I need my spatula, because I got my 2 fried eggs here. These are over medium light. Yeah, this one might be a little bit more over medium-ish. But over easy is way better. or sunny side up. Either way you want to do that. Basically, that's a breakfast Sammy. Yeah, that's a breakfast Sammy. Let's do this. Oh, look, it looks so good. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Spam is delicious. It's amazing. It's incredible. I'm going to shoot the pictures for the thumbnail, and then I'm going to cut into this thing, and I will put the camera back on and show you the inside of it with a flyover thing, so that you can see what the inside looks like. But that's basically it. There is pretty simple, pretty easy, end of the world breakfast sandwich. Thanks for watching, and do all the like and subscribe and share and notify stuff and comment like crazy. There's a lot of versions of breakfast sandwiches. What one would you like to see next? I'm game. Let me know. Thanks. See you on the next one. Bye. Well, folks, it's the end of the week, and the only meat we have left is Spam. Yep, sounds about right. Let's make a sandwich out of it, a breakfast sandwich. If you're watching this video, it's already too late. Humanity is lost, civilization has fallen, and the only meat we have left is Spam. So let's make a breakfast sandwich. All right, folks. Who had 2022 in the apocalypse pool? Yep, that's right. We're going to Spam. It's over.